Welcome to our number 4024 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. I will link you guys to number 41 in just one moment. As soon as I open up everything. Alright, 41 was selling pretty well. It's only been up a couple days, had less than 10 spots left. And it will be right here. And for today's break, we have Robert L. with the Orioles and the Cardinals, Donald E. with the Red Sox and Nationals. Matt C. has the Yankees, Astros, Marlins, Mets, Rockies. Francisco with the Rays and the Padres. Joshua D. has the Jays and the Reds. Thomas E. has the White Sox. Jason B. has the Guardians, Mariners, and Phillies. Sherman with the Tigers, George with the Royals, Brandon H. has the Twins and Angels, Christian has the A's and the Cubs, James B. has the Mariners and the Pirates, John I. with the Rangers, Brian H. with the Braves and the Giants, Kenneth O. with the D-backs, and Matt R. with the Dodgers. Let's see what we find today. We had a Major League debut of Chase Burns today, who is in this set with a first on the Reds. Struck out 6 in his first 2 innings. That was exciting. Alrighty. We have Rainer Arias, Giants, Cole Emerson, Mariners, Sam Basallo, Orioles, Eduardo Herrera, White Sox, Tanner Jones, first for the Royals, Rodney Green, first for the A's, Trey Snyder, first for the Mets, Cody Shojinaga, first for the Phils, Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves, Casey Salk, first for the White Sox, Carter Holton, first for the Braves, Boston Bateman, first for the Padres, Ryan Waldschmidt, first for the Diamondbacks, Cam Smith, first for the Cubs, Jack Caglione, first for the Royals, Cam Caminiti, first for the Braves, Leo DeVries, Padres, Jackson Wentworth, first for the Jays, LP Langevin, first for the Royals, Francisco Villarreal, Yankees, Caden Dana, Angels, Brock Wilken, Milwaukee Brewers. A Chrome Jared Cerna for the Marlins, Clark Candioti, first for the Padres for Francisco, Tanner Jones, first for the Royals for George, Caden Dana, Angels, Yohandy Morales, Nationals, Juan Baez, Brewers, and a blue Oakland A, it is Nick Kurtz. Christian's got a lot of parallel Nick Kurtz now. And we'll add a blue one on there. Surface looks pretty good. A little tiny faint line here. But it's pretty decent. Yeah, a little tiny line there on his leg. It's pretty minor though. Pretty nice looking Nick Kurtz. We have a plasma Braden Montgomery for the Red Sox for Donald. Refractor first Drew Beam for the Royals for George. And refractor Tick Hens for the Cardinals. That is for Robert. We have Tyson Nebers, first for the Padres. Chandler Welch, first for the Brewers. Pablo Guerrero, Rangers. Max Clark, Tigers. Harry Ford, Mariners. Yoelan Cespedes, Red Sox. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubs. Jared Thomas, first for the Rockies. Blake Burke, first for the Brewers. Braylon Payne, first for the Brewers. Chase Burns, first for the Reds. Gage Miller, first for the Marlins. Ben Hess, first for the Yankees. Tyson Lewis, first for the Reds. Billy Amick, first for the Twins. Cole Messina, first for the Rockies. Woody Hadeen, first for the Tigers. Walker Martin, Giants. Parker Smith, first for the Astros. Josiah Romeo, first for the A's. Zach Veen, Rockies. And George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Chrome first, we have Ethan Bagwell for the Braves for Brian. Casey Salk, first for the White Sox for Thomas. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubs for Christian. Jared Thomas, second rounder for the Rockies, that'll be for Matt. Blake Burke, first rounder for the Brewers for Jason. Braylon Payne, also first rounder for the Brewers. And then Chase Burns, first for the Reds for Joshua. In tune will be Hagen Smith of the Chicago White Sox for Thomas. Refractor first Dakota Jordan for the Giants for Brian. And refractor Ualen Cespedes for the Red Sox for Donald. We have Jared Serna, Marlins. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Camilo Diaz, Astros. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Emil Morales, Dodgers. Ivan Luciano, first for the D-backs. Ryan Campos, first for the Cardinals. Aaron Parker, first for the Jays. AJ Cossie, first for the Royals. Bryce Cunningham, first for the Yankees. Eddie Reinders, first for the Pirates. Carter Matheson, first for the Phillies. Nate Dome, first for the Mets. Luke Coleman, first for the Reds. Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phils. Jonathan Santucci, first for the Mets. Estradri Vargas, Rangers. Agustin Ramirez, Marlins. Luis Quinipa, Braves. Felon Celestin, Mariners. Camilo Diaz, Astros. Charlie Balinson, first for the Mariners. Chrome Davison De Los Santos, Marlins. Colt Emerson, Mariners. Mick Abel, Phillies. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Tim Kent, Cardinals. Ualen Cespedes, Red Sox. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles for Robert. And Lunar Glow is Yankees first, Ryan Harvey. What am I doing here? Mathis and Salk and Bagwell. I'll go up here. There we go. That'll be for Matt. Refractor first Daniel Egan for the D-backs for Kenneth. And refractor Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles for Robert. Alright, we have Victor Hurtado, Nationals. Ethan Salas, Padres. Noble Meyer, Marlins. Arjun Nimala, Jays. Davison De Los Santos, Marlins. Chris Cortez, first for the Angels. Braylon Doty, first for the Guardians. Griff O'Farrell, first for the Orioles. Bryce Rayner, first for the Tigers. Hagen Smith, first for the White Sox. Josh Hartley, first for the Pirates. Kavir Steers, first for the Padres. Zach Earhart, first for the Red Sox. Randall Diaz, first for the Nats. Nick McLean, first for the White Sox. Blake Larson, first for the White Sox. Bryce Eldridge, Giants. Tommy Troy, D-backs. Aiden Smith, Rays. Yurandry Vargas, Dodgers. Ty Petey, Mariners. And Vladimir Asensio, Red Sox. And then Chrome, we have Eduardo Herrera for the White Sox. Davil Joseph, Mariners. Fernando Cruz, Cubs. Chase Alsop, first for the O's for Robert. Michael Massey, first for the Tigers for Sherman. Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Josh Luga for the Angels. And in action will be of Connor Griffin of the Pittsburgh Pirates. That'll be for James. Right. Refractor first, Chris Cortez for the Angels for Brandon. And refractor first, Griffin Herring for the Yankees for Matt. Curly Martha, Rangers, Rainier Arias, Giants, Colt Emerson, Mariners, Sam Basallo, Orioles, Eduardo Herrera, White Sox, Tanner Jones, first for the Royals, Mike Sirota, first for the Reds, Carson DiMartini, first for the Phils, Rodney Green, first for the A's, Trey Snyder, first for the Mets, Cody Shojinaga, first for the Phillies, Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves, Carter Holton, first for the Braves, Boston Bateman, first for the Padres, Ryan Waldschmidt, first for the Diamondbacks, Cam Smith, first for the Cubs, Jack Caglione, first for the Royals, Devil Joseph, Mariners, Leo DeVries, Padres, Jackson Wentworth, first for the Jays, LP Langevin, first for the Royals, and Francisco Villarreal for the Yankees. Chrome first, Jamie Ferrer for the Twins for Brandon, Eli Serrano, first for the Mets for Matt, Aiden May, first for the Marlins for Matt, Blake Wright, first for the Rockies for Matt. There's Travis Bazana, first overall pick, Guardians for Jason. Cash Mayfield, first rounder for the Padres for Francisco. And Caleb Onemer, first with the White Sox for Thomas. Bryce Eldridge, we have a plasma insert for the Giants for Brian. Refractor first rounder, Braylon Doty for the Guardians for Jason. And refractor first, Grant Shepardson for the Marlins for Matt. Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres. Chandler Welch, first for the Brewers. Pablo Guerrero, Rangers. Max Clark, Tigers. Harry Ford, Mariners. Casey Salk, first for the White Sox. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubs. Jared Thomas, first for the Rockies. Blake Burke, first for the Brewers. Braylon Payne, first for the Brewers. Cam Caminiti, first for the Braves. Ben Hess, first for the Yankees. Tyson Lewis, first for the Reds. Billy Amick, first for the Twins. Cole Messina, first for the Rockies. Woody Hadeen, first for the Tigers. Caden Dana, Angels. Brock Wilkin, Brewers. Walker Martin, Giants. Parker Smith, first for the Astros. Josiah Romeo, first for the A's. And Zach Veen, Rockies. For our Chrome, we have Aiden Smith for the Rays. Curly Martha, Rangers. Denriche Valdez, Cubs. Ryan Harvey, first for the Yanks for Matt. Luke Cashel, Twins. Walker Jenkins, Twins. And a purple Cincinnati Red. It is Cheyenne Lane 116 of 250. And that one will go to Joshua. We have an in tune. It's Chase Burns, Cincinnati Reds for Joshua. Refractor first rounder Griff O'Farrell for the O's for Robert. And refractor first, Rafael Schlesinger for the Guardians for Jason. First round O'Farrell. Second half of the box coming right up. We have Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Ryan Clifford, Mets. Rhett Lauder, Reds. Juan Baez, Brewers. Byron Churio, Twins. Nathan Flowling, first for the Rays. Nick Mitchell, first for the Jays. James Tibbs, first for the Giants. Kalen Culpepper, first for the Twins. Josh Kuroda-Grauer, first for the A's. Johnny King, first for the Jays. Sam Antonacci, first for the White Sox. Eric Hernandez, first for the Braves. Nick Montgomery, first for the Braves. Ryan Sloan, first for the Mariners. Theo Hope, Dodgers. Braylon Morrell, Rangers. Denriche Valdez, Cubs. Roman Anthony, Red Sox. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Vladdy Guerrero, Mets. And a Sky Blue, Blake Wright. That'll be at $4.99 for Matt. $4.60 of $4.99 on the number. That is not a great corner right here. It has. We have a Chrome Braylon Morrell, Rangers. Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres for Francisco. Brooks Alger, first for the Dodgers for Matt. Rafael Schlesinger, first for the Guardians for Jason. Gerald Perez, White Sox. Elbow Meyer, Marlins. And a Sky Blue Dodger. It is Emil Morales. That'll go to Matt. In tune, we have Seaver King, Nationals for Donald. Refractor first, Randall Diaz for the Nats for Donald. And refractor of Byron Churio for the Twins. That'll be for Brandon. We have Rafe Schlesinger, first for the Guardians. Grant Shepardson, first for the Marlins. Debner de los Santos, Twins. Gerald Perez, White Sox. Dalton Rushing, Dodgers. Joshua Lugo, Angels. Chase Harlan, first for the Dodgers. Casey Cook, first for the Rangers. Jamie Ferrer, first for the Twins. Eli Serrano, first for the Mets. Aiden May, first for the Marlins. Blake Wright, first for the Rockies. Jacob Cozart, first for the Guardians. JD Dix, first for the D-backs. Braden Montgomery, first for the Red Sox. Nick Kurtz, first for the A's. Dylan Drayling, first for the Rangers. Giovanni Rodriguez, Mets. Jose Perdomo, Braves. Nate Nobles, first for the Rays. Michael Messi, first for the Tigers. And Jose DePaula, Dodgers. We have a chrome first, Levy Sterling for the Pirates for James. Dante Nori, first rounder for the Phillies for James. Trey Yesovich, first round pick for the Jays for Joshua. Christian Moore, first round pick for the Angels for Brandon. Peyton Toll, first for the Red Sox for Donald. John Spikerman, first for the Phils for Jason. And a Sparkle Parallel Blue Jay, it was Aaron Parker, 199 of 200. That'll be for Joshua. 6th round, Parker. So 200, we'll put it right here. Bowman Draft Night, Caleb Culpepper, Twins for Brandon. Refractor first, Brian Holiday for the Cardinals for Robert. And refractor, Roman Anthony, Red Sox for Robert. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Jeremy Rodriguez, Mets. Tim Kent, Cardinals. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Theo Gillen, first for the Rays. Connor Griffin, first for the Pirates. Carter Johnson, first for the Marlins. Drew Beam, first for the Royals. Dakota Jordan, first for the Giants. Ariel Armas, first for the Cubs. Fenwick Trimble, first for the Marlins. Tice Suthasine, first for the Cubs. Jaron DeBerry, first for the Brewers. Ryan Johnson, first for the Angels. Titus Sissel, first for the D-backs. Brandon Sproat, Mets. Yohani Morales, Nats. Alexander Albertus, White Sox. Braden Taylor, Rays. Trey Morgan, Rays. And McAble, Phillies. We have a Chrome Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Tommy Troy, D-backs. Miles Naylor, A's. Jeremy Rodriguez, Mets. Rainer Arias, Giants. Rhett Lauder, Reds. And Aiden Miller, Phillies. Plasma will be Matt Shaw for the Cubs. That'll be for Christian. Refractor first will be Ethan Shufflebin for the Tigers for Sherman. And Refractor Shagan Lynn for the Reds for Joshua. Alright, last 3 packs. These will have our 3 autos in them. That is how it goes a lot of times. Looks like it might be a blue auto. Braylon Barazaban, Pirates. Paulino Santana, Rangers. Clark Candioti, first for the Padres. Ryan Harvey, first for the Yankees. Griffin Herring, first for the Yankees. Brooks Alger, first for the Dodgers. Daniel Egan, first for the D-backs. Josh Crone, first for the Mariners. Brandon Neely, first for the Red Sox. Brian Holiday, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Shufflebin, first for the Tigers. Ethan Anderson, first for the Orioles. Hunter Cranton, first for the Mariners. Seaver King, first for the Nats. Carson Bench, first for the Mets. Brody Breck, first for the Rockies. Bryce McCage, first for the Brewers. Dylan Cruz, Nationals. Adriel Radney, D-backs. Fernando Cruz, Cubs. Aiden Major, first for Cleveland. Gidgil, first for the Yankees. And then our Chrome, which will consist of Nathan Flowling, first for the Rays for Francisco. Nick Mitchell, first for the Jays for Joshua. James Tibbs, first rounder for the Giants for Brian. Kalen Culpepper, first rounder for the Twins for Brandon. Chase Harlan, first for the Dodgers for Matt. Casey Cook, first for the Rangers for John. And a blue auto is a Philly. And it is Carson DeMartini, which is 106 of 150. 4th rounder. Carson. I've pulled a lot of Carson DeMartini autos. He's a very popular one. It's for Jason. In tune, we have Christian Moore for the Angels for Brandon. Refractor first, 2nd round pick, Ethan Anderson for the O's. So we got O'Farrell and Anderson now for Robert. And Emil Morales for the Dodgers for Matt. 61st overall pick, Ethan Anderson. I have Yoelan Cespedes, Red Sox, Jared Serna, Marlins, Johnny Farmello, Mariners, Camilo Diaz, Astros, Walker Jenkins, Twins, Emil Morales, Dodgers, Chase Burns, first for the Reds, Gage Miller, first for the Marlins, Ivan Luciano, first for the D-backs, Ryan Campos, first for the Cardinals, Aaron Parker, first for the Jays, AJ Cossey, first for the Royals, Eddie Reinders, first for the Pirates, Carter Matheson, first for the Phillies, Nate Doan, first for the Mets, Luke Holman, first for the Reds, Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phils, George Lombard Jr., Yankees, Ashedri Vargas, Rangers, Agustin Ramirez, Marlins, Luis Guanipa, Braves, and Felon Celestin, Mariners. Chrome first, Cal Steven for the Jays, for Joshua, Josh Kuroda Grauer, first for the A's, for Christian, Johnny King, first for the Jays, for Joshua, Sam Antonacci, first for the White Sox, for Thomas, Eric Hernandez, first for the Braves, or Brian, not Brandon, Nick Montgomery, first for the Braves, for Brian, and, ooh, a nice auto, Cam Smith, first round pick for the Cubs, currently on the Astros. So we finally got a Cam Smith auto for Christian. He's been looking for this one for quite a while now. We have Bowman Draft Night of Hagen Smith for the White Sox, for Thomas. Refractor first, Bryce Rayner for the Tigers, for Sherman. And refractor, Gerald Perez for the White Sox, for Thomas. And our final pack, final auto. Took two pretty good autos so far. See if we can get another one. Adolfo Sanchez, Reds, Chase Alsop, first for the O's, Connor Foley, first for the D-backs, Shang-En Lin, Reds, Brock Porter, Rangers, Miles Naylor, A's, Levy Sterling, first for the Pirates, Dante Norrie, first for the Phillies, Trey Esovich, first for the Jays, Christian Moore, first for the Angels, Peyton Toole, first for the Red Sox, John Spikerman, first for the Phils, Kelly Lindsey, first for the Dodgers, Travis Bazana, first rounder for the Guardians, Cash Mayfield, first for the Padres, Caleb Bonemer, first for the White Sox, Cal Steven, first for the Jays, Jackson Kent, first for the Nats, Kyle Teal, Red Sox, Matt Shaw, Cubs, Luke Cashel, Twins, and Luis Baez, Houston. We have a chrome first, Gage Miller for the Marlins, for Matt, Ivan Luciano, first for the D-backs, for Ken, Ryan Campos, first for the Cardinals, for Robert, Aaron Parker, first for the Jays, for Joshua, AJ Cossey, first for the Royals, for George, Bryce Cunningham, first for the Yanks, for Matt, and our autos of White Sox, it is Mr. Hagen Smith, another nice auto, 5th overall pick, Hagen Smith, base auto, and that'll be for Thomas. So congrats to Thomas. Thomas, I believe, in his package has now he has an auto Hagen Smith. He's got an aqua lunar Hagen Smith. I think a couple of refractors and like 3 breaks. So he's done pretty good with the White Sox. Plasma Cam Smith for the Cubs, for Christian. Refractor first, Josh Carone for the Mariners, for James. I think he's a 4th rounder. He is. And Braylon Morrell, Texas Rangers, for John. So 3 nice autos today. Got paid from somebody. That was George. Thank you, George. Alright, so let's recap what we have. So for our 3 autos today, we have a blue of 150, Carson DeMartini for the Phillies, a base auto of Cam Smith, first rounder for the Cubs, and a base auto of Hagen Smith, first round pick for the White Sox. For our numbered parallels, a blue of 250, Nick Kurtz, first for the A's. A sparkle of 200, Aaron Parker, first for the Blue Jays. And a purple Shang-En Lin of the Reds, and that is of 250. We have a sky blue of 499, Blake Wright, first for the Colorado Rockies. We have a lunar glow of Ryan Harvey. Is that what it is, Harvey? Make sure it's Harvey. Ryan Harvey, yes, first for the New York Yankees, and a sky blue chrome Emil Morales for the Dodgers. We have an inaction of Connor Griffin for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Refractors, we have refractor first round pick Bryce Rayner for the Detroit Tigers. Refractor first rounder Griff O'Farrell for the Orioles, and Ethan Anderson, second rounder for the Orioles. Braylon Doty, first rounder for the Guardians, and Dakota Jordan, 4th rounder for the Giants, and Josh Carone, 4th rounder for the Mariners. Our lineup of chrome first in the back, we got Chase Burns for the Reds, Braylon Payne and Blake Burke for the Brewers, Jared Thomas for the Rockies, Travis Bazana for the Guardians, Christian Moore for the Angels, Dante Nori for the Phillies, Kalen Culpepper for the Twins, and James Tibbs for the Giants. So that will conclude our number 40 24 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. Number 41's up for sale. I linked it in chat. Check that out if interested. I have in total one more box in this case, and then one more case, and then I'm out. I know the prices on these are a lot more than when I bought these, so I don't know what's going to happen at that point. So get them while they're hot. So I'll get you guys the results later today, and we'll get her shipped out tomorrow. So thanks for joining all. I'll talk to you soon with those results. Peace.